just a week away before we know who will be hosting the World Cup in 2026. Morocco will be taking on a joint North American bid. In the second part of my interview with African football legend Daniel Amokachi, who is also Morocco's ambassador, he tells me why the country should host.
I think me being an African answers all that. You know, I'm an African to the core. You know, my blood is the green, white, green coming from Nigeria, and you know, the cross colors of the Ashanti runs through me. So if an African country definitely will want to bid for a World Cup, you know, even if I'm not being invited, I will volunteer to see that we bring the World Cup back to the continent once more.
Okay, Daniel, if I were to flip the coin and say tomorrow Morocco should host the World Cup, we can see the joint North American bid. The United States has the stadiums, the infrastructure, the hotels. They can actually host it. Why should people believe that Morocco can?
Infrastructure-wise, I think Morocco is a football nation. You know, a football nation who everybody, 100% people support football. 90+% of female applaud football. That tell you that it's a football nation. And do we have all the stadiums? Yes, we have all the stadiums. We have a 93,000 capacity stadium, who is the biggest, you know, in Casablanca, and another one would be built. And then the lowest that we have is a 43-seater, you know, stadium in Alger, just at the border of Algeria. And 43 is not a small stadium. You know, infrastructure-wise, I think we don't have a problem.
And Amokachi has doubts about the joint North American bid.
Now they want to co-host with Mexico. Mexico, you talk about crime, number one, and then the president, who is our #1 ambassador, Donald Trump, came out and asked them to build a barricade between two nations. For that, I say they are not a united three front. You know, Donald Trump has been, you know, backing to all those nations. We are watching you. We're going to see who you're going to support. And that is what? That's bullying. We know if things going to be done the way it should be done, I think Africa will definitely host the World Cup.
All eyes on the voting next week in Russia for that. And now